There we go. Okay, I apologize for that, folks. The Wi-Fi uh, took a TV timeout. Like it's Fox Sports. Again, big apologies for that. We're back though. We're gonna start from the top. Happy to have everybody here for the first Final Four matchup between 1 seed Duke versus 1 seed Gonzaga. Winner of the West, winner of the Midwest. I'm here, Commish Dez, as your play-by-play. Color commentary is Mrs. Commish, the all-European girl. She's stepped off to the side to answer a phone call. And Alabama head coach, Killian. Before we can get to the Alabama-Iowa matchup, which is actually us coaching against each other and then also us commentating the same game, we have this one to see who makes the national championship game first. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a wild thought. I mean, let's not take too long to preview this game. Duke versus Gonzaga. Duke, bit of a slower paced team. They love their defense though. They play defensively through Kristaps Kirilenko, that talented big man. He'll be a big test for Connor Adams, this is probably the best big man that he has played all season. But that Gonzaga lineup with Elijah Gomez-Saxa, back-to-back game winners in the Elite Eight in terms of like tournaments, and Caleb Hammer, aforementioned number 1 overall pick, projected in the next NBA draft. Coach, who do you think the X factors are for both teams?
I think it really comes down to the number 1 prospect pick, Caleb Hammer for Gonzaga. He's been able to get this team going. Gonzaga has just been really good this season, undefeated. But also see with Gonzaga, they haven't really played anybody this year. You know, they have that cakewalk schedule, but they played USF, and they struggled, but they were able to win that game and then just stay undefeated. But with Duke, they were able to run away with the ACC, you know, with Stewart and then Freeney. You know, those two have been the key factors for Duke, and Duke has just been staying strong this season.
I absolutely agree with that. I mean, listen, Duke, apart from that one crazy loss to Clemson at home, they've been absolutely solid as you look at these starting lineups, which, by the way, I wanted to fully announce these starting lineups player by player for the Final Four like they do in real life, but we're just running low on time, unfortunately, as we see them flash on the screen. And like I said, 2 differing play styles, but listen, both of these teams as solid as it gets. Here we go from Houston. Connor Adams wins the tip, and Gonzaga will get us started with Mr. Clutch himself, Elijah Gomez-Saxa. I mean, listen, you're talking matchup versus matchup. This is a very, very interesting dynamic to it all. I mean, Duke is relatively young. Gonzaga is relatively old. As Archduke Smith misses the first shot of the game, and here comes Wyatt Mediger and the Blue Devils. By the way, I didn't even mention this. Wyatt Mediger is playing against his father, who's the coach of Gonzaga. As a near turnover happened there on Duke's end, but it'll stay with the Blue Devils after the ball went out on Connor Adams. Here's Darian Stewart to Freeney. Freeney to Darian Stewart. The freshman, Kirilenko, jumper, sinks it. First points of the Final Four goes to Duke. Now, Coach, we've seen this Gonzaga team play at their best. And it's funny enough that Kansas gave them the run for their money. Caleb Hammer with the corner 3 to open up the scoring for the Bulldogs. The one thing that we've always noticed when it comes to Gonzaga, they always have an excellent game when they can shoot well from 3. If you're Duke, sorry, I've got a question for you. If you're Duke, who are you absolutely guarding, maybe even doubling up on the perimeter? Who would you?
It really comes to number 1 person. in that, and then you also got to watch Smith as well with Gonzaga. You know, those two really are able to get that shot up and really get it to the basket.
I absolutely agree. With that said, you were cutting out a little bit at the start of your answer as Archduke Smith draws the foul on Anthony Wilson III, the graduate, who played a long time for the Montana Grizz. Funny enough, he actually is playing against his old coach. That's where Coach Mediger started off. He was at Montana for a good couple of seasons, and then he took the Gonzaga job before they moved back to WCC. So he's had some up and down years for the Bulldogs as they've been through a tougher conference. But with that said, you know, this is his best team yet, despite the so-called weak schedule, as Gonzaga gets some quality free throws there from Archduke Smith, and that's going to be turned over again. Sloppy play so far from Duke. We're 2 minutes in, and, well, to say the least, I think Gonzaga is controlling the game so far, as that's a turnover. So hang on. That Duke defense showing up. Mediger. Wilson's going to slow it down a little bit.
That's good with Duke. You know, they know how to slow down after getting that ball and getting up to the court. That's just their game plan in this game, really.
The best way to do it is to slow the game down. Connor Adams, 3, misses. But Archduke Smith, what a rejection. Great defense by John Freeney, who's actually undersized at his position, especially in this one. With Archduke Smith that are like 6'10", 6'11", Freeney's only 6'8". Great defensive play by the junior, as Duke will work it around to Freeney himself. He'll feed it. Stewart, jumper, no. Rebounded by Archduke, who's also a projected lottery pick in the upcoming draft. Here's Gomez Saxa to hammer the projected number 1 overall pick, Archduke. And that's turned over. Active hands. Darian Stewart. Here come the Blue Devils. That's the main thing. If Duke can clog up the passing lanes, they're going to make this game really messy, but so can Gonzaga. They both can do the same things. Hammer, 3-ball, off. Usually makes those. And that's the big thing about Gonzaga, too. They love their fast break opportunities. Absolutely love them. Wilson. Freeney. He is stripped before he could get the shot off. Great defense by Gonzaga. And we're almost 4 minutes in. I don't think I've seen Gonzaga held to below 10 points this, not early into the game, but you know what I mean. It's a high-powered offense.
You know, and with 3 of the teams that are in the Final Four, this could be their big break. This could be their first chance to win a national championship with Gonzaga, Duke, and Alabama.
Absolutely. Freeney misses after a series of post moves. And here's Gomez Saxa. Again, Mr. Clutch himself. I think he's earned himself the right to that nickname, as Gonzaga held scoreless. Although, some moves there. Nope, rebounded by Freeney. And here's the thing about Gonzaga as well. In the games where they have absolutely blown out the competition, another thing that they've done well besides three-point shooting, rebounding the ball on the offensive end. So far, not much success there, but it could change. And you got to wonder if the loss of DeAndre Markell is affecting that, although near turnover, as DJ Parker's with it now. By the way, so many like sibling on sibling matchups and potential matchups too, as DJ Parker's brother CJ Parker, the Alabama point guard, his game is up next, which also means your game is up next, even though we started this one already.
Which means also your game is up next, too.
It's nuts, isn't it? Freeney, jumper, no. Nobody can hit a shot right now.
It's been slow through this first half. I know it just started, but usually these two teams are quick to score.
Absolutely, and as slow as Duke can play sometimes, they're also rather efficient, but both are just not hitting it. Connor Adams will draw the foul on Darian Stewart. I think we'll finally get somebody in double figures. as he's got free throws coming up. Connor Adams, by the way, filling in for the aforementioned injured DeAndre Markel, who tore his Achilles in early January. We're hearing that recovery is going well for him, and he will be ready in time for season 13, which will also be his sophomore season. He's only a sophomore. He's been so good for Gonzaga, and there we go. Finally, somebody has double-digit points. As here's Duke, Stewart, Freeney. Is that a foul? It is.
Ooh.
Count it. He's headed to the line for a three-point play.
And that's what Duke needs. They need to be stronger getting to the basket. They've been kind of sluggish there, but hopefully they can pick it back up here.
Absolutely. Freeney with the clutch play right there. And he'll be subbed off for Cat James. Get himself a little rest. Cat James was actually the starting four for Duke at this point last year. And this is one of those things. You're looking at it, and it's not talked about enough. As there's a turnover right there by that Duke defense. Wilson draws the foul on DJ. He won't get it to go, but free throws coming up for Anthony Wilson, the third. As I was saying though, until that play happened, some more interesting substitutions as Cat James saw all but 30 seconds on the floor. Short stint for the senior. Three of these four teams in the Final Four were here last year. The exception, Alabama. Different matchups though this time around, and also somewhat different seeding. Gonzaga was actually a 2 seed despite also being undefeated. It's just the fact that they played absolutely nobody in their schedule last year. Another turnover by Duke. And another foul. Look at this Duke defense.
Playing wonky here.
I mean, they're forcing the turnovers. They're being aggressive, and it's paying off so far. And they can knock it down at the free throw line, absolutely. Talented freshman, Darian Stewart, has been rock solid for Duke all season.
Oh, and as we just look at like the playing field right now, look at the size difference between Duke and Gonzaga. It just looks like Duke towers over them.
A little bit, I'd say. In a sense, apart from the center position, I think Gonzaga's a little bigger. Or they're the same size, but that's a timeout, Gonzaga. They absolutely needed that one. But with that being said, I think we got the third member of our team back. I think. But Coach Madiger talking to the boys. With that being said, I mean, listen, Coach, we can talk about our preparations for the Final Four, but I won't go into that because that's strictly business, and we both know we stand on it. So I got another question for you. Who do you think will be the most key player for you in this upcoming matchup versus Iowa?
I don't really know if I can share that, you know, since I'm right here with you, I don't want you to know who the key player is for my team.
Oh, that's fine. It's not like I can do much about it anyways.
Yeah. I mean, you see my roster. I mean, you know what goes on there.
Yup. Definitely see that. Madiger, what a take to the rim. Wyatt Madiger showing off against his dad's team.
And that's what's troubling with Gonzaga. They don't schedule anybody in the regular season, and when it comes down to March Madness, they play teams now, and they don't show their toughness.
With that said, that was a very good Kansas team that they played. Karolinko gets his... Oh, my goodness.
I was hearing they were calling my name. Where in the world is Mrs. Wish. Well, I was taking care of some business.
I will ask you questions about it later.
Um, I just can say someone called me to ask me how to get around Madrid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I know.
I hope he now knows.
He sent me his real life location, just in case.
Oh, that's fun.
Just in case.
Oh my goodness, White Mediger! They said white men can't jump, and he said, all right, bet.
So, hey guys, how's it going so far?
Well, so
Killian, did he make you sleep a lot? Did he make you bored?
No, we've been having a great time.
Oh, nice, nice.
an amazing time. Stewart at the top of the key. Duke is looking to tally more points. Jumper off. What a rebound by Kirilenko.
Good Lord.
Big body sophomore.
So far, what can you tell me? What happened this first half?
Well, so far, Duke's defense is causing many problems for Gonzaga. Turnover after turnover. I have not seen Gonzaga play this I would say, this dirty of basketball. It's like, it's not clean. It seems like they're out of their element right now with how how Duke's playing defense. But Jordan Hightown somehow scored over 7'3" Kirilenko. He's only 6'8". How did he do that?
Thank you, Chris.
Notice how she came back to the game, got better. Kirilenko misses it. Surprising miss from the sophomore, and here comes Gonzaga. Hammer to the bucket. No, got his own miss, though. What a way to stay with it.
Chris saying our commentating is not fun.
I feel like somebody paid him to say that, because there's no way.
Excuse me.
Freeney with the foul.
I paid no one, by the way.
Well, you just revealed yourself. They started scoring when she came back. Oh, speaking of which, you wanted to make your pick to win this game public. Who did you say?
Are we gonna do it public? I thought I was changing.
Oh, okay. All right,
Fine.
we can keep that private.
No, we won't pick it private. Who you choose, babe?
Oh, I think in the end Duke pulls it out and makes it to the Natty.
Okay, just to go against you, I'll choose Gonzaga.
Okay, and what about you, Coach? Who do you think makes it to the Natty?
I got Duke going all the way. I got Duke as national champions.
Wow.
What about you, Chris? On the chat, Zaga for the win, baby.
All right.
There's 2 versus 2.
Literal 50-50 split. Although that being said, I hope some more of us come and join and watch this Final Four action. Go, Miss Saxon. Waiting for something to happen on this Gonzaga end. Parker. Oh my goodness. Spin cycle and all had both defenders reaching for the sky. Spinning and dipping and dodging. And that's a turnover.
Bad pass. Bad turnover there for Duke. They're smarter than that.
With a 3, Gonzaga can tie this game. DJ. Parker. 3 ball.
No.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Good Lord.
What a 3. DJ Parker has been hitting those kind of shots all tournament. It's crazy. Stewart looking to get in. No, he'll chuck up a 3 of his own. No.
He wanted to copy Zaga, but he couldn't.
Patrick Vincent, 3 ball. Money.
Oh.
Zaga back on top. 5 minutes to go. Now Mediger and this Blue Devils offense, they got to pick it up. Freeney trying to work his way in. Nearly turned over again. Freeney, 2 ball. He got it. Good shot right there from John Freeney. Oh.
Chris asking, so when's the portal?
Over the offseason.
And when's the off season?
Well,
What in the
To
world?
be decided.
We'll figure everything out as John Freeney picks up his first foul right there.
I
On
thought you were gonna say we'll figure it out when we're while we're sun tanning on the beach in Miami.
well, now you know where to come meet us, boys. Connor Adams misses the first free throw there. That was a horrible miss.
Florida, here I come.
South Beach. Everybody's all of a sudden going to take their talents to South Beach, man.
Hale's definitely going to come to Florida now.
Yup. Madiger avoids the double. Here's Karolenko about to try and trap him. They do. Avoided for now. Okay. Backcourt trap avoided. Wilson
Look how
drives
good that
in.
court
Layup.
is.
Good take. Tie game.
That court just looks so good in this game.
It really does. With that said, I kind of want to make our own or get someone to make our own Final Four court for next season. Patrick Vincent off the bench is a flamethrower.
Gonzaga, baby. Remember, who has so far, out of us two, guessed more games?
Listen, that doesn't matter.
I said last time.
Oh,
Alabama was gonna win. You said who was gonna win?
Michigan.
Michigan. Who won?
Alabama. All right.
I said, what else? I don't know. I said anything. Most of them I won. You lost. So I feel like Zaga's gonna win just because I said it.
Oh, that's all-time confidence right there from the All-European Woman of the Year.
Oh, who named me that?
Me.
Oh, you're me.
Yeah. So like All-American.
Who was the All-American?
I'll just say the All-American is Willie Jackson because it's always Willie time. What a take there by John Freeney and Duke back on top.
Oh no.
Shout out to Willie, man. You the GOAT. Gomez Saxa, 2. Ooh, nothing but net. And we're going back and forth in Houston. Well, that being said, Killian, you are 100% an All-American as well.
Well, thank you.
You are.
Yeah. Oh, what a block right there.
Yo.
Connor Adams on Karolenko.
That's really the matchup in the paint, really. Those two have been going back and forth. As you can just see the replays.
I mean, absolutely. And Mrs. Kamish has had to step off to the side again as somebody is pestering her about something. I'm not too sure what it is. As Darian Stewart will inbound for the Blue Devils. He gets it to Karolenko. Back to Stewart. Draws the foul, and he'll head to the line for free throws. Connor Adams, I think that's his second. I could be wrong. So am I not an All-American? Well, who are we asking about? Yao Amigo, Tommy John. What are we talking about?
They don't sound American to me.
Well, Southern All-American, probably.
Tie game?
Tie game, and Duke on top again. There we go. Both teams, after free throws, love trying to cause a turnover. Hammer, 3-ball. No, rebounded by Karolenko. And so far, this has actually been an uncharacteristically inefficient game for Caleb. He's usually Mr. Reliable for the Bulldogs. Karolenko jumper, oh, silky smooth. And here comes DJ Parker. Takes it, oh, through the contact and got it. No whistle from the ref, though. I could have easily seen that be called a foul, but the ref said play on. Madiger. Mustafa Mole to Karolenko. Mustafa to Stewart. Stewart. Oh, what a take. I think they had Elijah Gomez Saxa flying in there to try and swat it away. Or no, not a Gomez Saxa. Patrick Vincent. Excuse me. Hightown. And Mediger flushed at the ball there. Hammer trying to take it in, draws the foul on Kirilenko. So more free throws coming for Gonzaga. This is my official transfer from my commit from high school that commits to Bam after. I don't know about that one.
And now what?
Whoa. Jeez. Rex Renegade is at the free throw line, not Caleb Hammer. Excuse me, I'm getting all these names wrong. It's late over here, boys. 12:30 in the morning. Forgive me. Rex Renegade was a 5-star coming out of high school. This talented point guard who decided to stay home in Spokane, Washington. Big time player he is. And now here's Duke once again trying to make sure that they avoid this half-court trap by Zaga. Stewart will avoid it. Wilson to Cooper. Oh, what a pass. And Mole somehow does not get blocked there. Duke eclipses 41 points in the first half.
Duke kind of playing with a fast tempo right now, it seems.
Well, thing is, Gonzaga is forcing it by this pressure, you know. Otis West misses the jumper, the true freshman. But yeah, I mean, listen, you're gonna pressure a team, you're gonna force them to play a little faster. Cooper, jumper, no, rebounded by Hightown. And here's Gomez Saxa and the Bulldogs. Patrick Vincent. He's been hot off the bench so far this game, as we're under a minute to go, by the way, in the first game of the Final Four. Patrick trying to drive in, draws the foul, and nearly goes on Cat James. Or is that on Cat James? I think that was on Cat. For whatever reason, the pan. Well, what happened there? That was not a shooting foul somehow. I'm not sure what happened there. Huh. Okay. DJ. And they're going to call a charge on DJ Parker. It's a big turnover by Gonzaga, as Duke has an opportunity to add some more points on the board. Shot clock not off quite yet. Wilson to Kirilenko, draws the foul on Hightown.
What did Killian say?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Chris, what did Killian say that Chris said, Zelly, this is my official transfer from my comment from high school that committed to Bama after Killian's comment.
No idea, to be honest.
I don't remember.
Must have been you don't sound like an All-American thing, but I thought that was to me, as Kirilenko misses a free throw there, shockingly.
He said something about Yao. Okay.
Said something about Yao. Yow's that dude. He'll have a breakout season next year. Good free throw for Kirilenko, so he gets one of two. Shot clock is off for Gonzaga, and here we go. Stripped again. Another turnover and another chance at free throws.
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga,
baby, come on. You can do this.
Gonzaga's got to figure something out. I mean, as we get closer to halftime, they just got to figure out what to do with this Duke's offense, you know, and the Duke defense, you know.
Not to mention, the coach's son is giving them fits. Wyatt Mediger, with this next free throw, if he makes it, will hit 10 points. And he does.
Wait, the coach's son?
Yeah. Yep, Wyatt Mediger. Son of Coach Mediger of Gonzaga.
Wow.
Although this is some nice ball movement by Gonzaga. Gomez Saxa to the rim, draws the foul on Mediger. And he'll head to the line, so Gonzaga has a chance at 40 points. But they'll still be down at half, more than likely. I mean, this whistle has been going off nonstop, hasn't it, Coach?
It really has, you know, these two teams playing very aggressively on defense. Just got to control it and slow down.
First one goes for EGS. Sorry, go ahead, Coach.
I mean, that ref is getting really good at blowing.
Couldn't have said it better myself. As here we go. Duke with more opportunities to add to their tally. As Gonzaga tries to trap Freeney to no success.
3,
Time is winding down.
2, 1.
Mole floats it up. No.
Oh!
Close one. Ref could have blown the whistle there for another foul, to be honest, but Duke is still up by 4 regardless.
And weird.
You know, with Gonzaga going to halftime, what do you think they got to do to slow down Duke and get better to the rim with Duke's defense?
I mean, the thing is, they've always been more like perimeter oriented. I mean, look at that. Duke is winning, and they haven't hit anything from 3. Meanwhile, Gonzaga is shooting over 60%. The biggest explanation for that is the turnover battle. They have simply been losing that turnover battle so far. They need to clean up how they play basketball. Simple as that.
Nice.
And here we go. Duke will inbound it. Darian Stewart. One of the best freshmen America has seen this season. And here we go, Wyatt Mediger. Can he drive a dagger into the heart of his father and Gonzaga? Karolinko, awful miss from Kristaps. And we're going to get started like that. Here comes Caleb Hammer to Connor Adams. Back to Caleb Hammer. That is, I think that would have been a 3, but he missed anyways. And here comes Duke. Stewart is going to wait for the brotherhood, the rest of them to, at least, to show up. Stewart. To Karolinko. Wilson. Feeds. Somehow recovered by Freeney. Jumper goes. Jeez Louise. Now, Coach, your halftime analysis and maybe what both teams can do better, especially Gonzaga.
Gonzaga's just really got to get better on the shots in the paint, as Duke's defense has just been all over it. And I think Gonzaga's, I mean, they're best at 3 points, so they got to get it passed out back to 3 points. With Duke, you know, they just got to keep it rolling. You know, I think they've been doing what they've been doing in the past in the regular season.
And so far, they've been cooking. Wyatt Mediger, so far putting his father's team on the kettle. DJ, Archduke Smith, he's got to get it going. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Elijah Gomez-Saxa. I believe that was an illegal screen.
Wait, what happened?
Another costly turnover by Gonzaga. So an illegal screen. He was moving while he was setting a screen, and that's illegal. So that's a foul on Elijah Gomez-Saxa, and it's Duke ball.
Just that I didn't see.
It was at the bottom of the screen. I didn't see it either. I'm always watching the ball, you know, but with that said, Gonzaga needs to clean it up on both ends. Mediger 3, but Stewart rebounds and misses that one as well. I mean, it's strange to see. Yeah. You have Duke, who has not made a single three-pointer yet. So far, not owning this game, but leading. And Gonzaga shooting the 3-ball pretty well. Adams. Oh, look at those moves on Karolinko. Connor Adams, the kid from Ohio. Here comes Wyatt. Born and raised in Montana.
What do you think about Karolinko?
Well, Karolinko, one of the best big men left in the entire tournament. As you can see, big body getting that second opportunity.
I mean, if you really...
Sri Lanka has been the best year.
Whoa, another turnover for Duke. Goodness gracious, this defense is rolling. Sorry, Coach, you were going to say something, and then Mish was going to say something. This game is just moving at such fast levels. Yeah, that none of us can get a sentence off.
No, you're good. I was just saying, you got to think about the history with these two head coaches right now. They've had an amazing career with both teams.
I agree. I mean, up until last season, it felt like Coach Mario was not doing enough for Duke. But then all of a sudden he starts landing top-notch players, doing what he should be doing for Duke. Whoa! Oh my goodness! DJ Parker with the 360 out of nowhere. Whoa!
Holy
That was
crap.
amazing.
Whoa!
Amazing. I didn't expect that. Did you expect it?
No!
No one expected it.
Missed by Darian Stewart. Oh my goodness! DJ Parker said, "Put me on SportsCenter top 10."
And I think we'll have to do
And Gonzaga's reaching their way back into this game.
They will fight to the last minutes.
Madigan. Stewart. Near turnover. Freeney working his way in. Oh, and that does not get past. And Gonzaga on a little bit of a run here. Oh, and that's turned over. Ambitious pass by Gomez Saxa does not go through this Duke defense.
I was about to say, Gonzaga's bench right now up on their feet, and then now just sat back down, but Duke with another good shot there.
Starting to get a little tense in this building. Have 11 minutes left, a lot of game time left. But this Duke defense is relentless. DJ to Archduke Smith. Gomez Saxa. 3-ball. Nope. Rebounded by Kristaps. And Duke setting it up now. Karolinko. That jumper is way off. Oh my goodness. Credit to Connor Adams, though. That was good defense by him. Connor Adams, 3-ball. Ambitious. Ooh. He's made those shots before in the tournament. It's not his forte, but he's made a few.
And I see with Gonzaga,
What? I don't think we hear you.
What?
Killian?
Yeah, coach, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, your line's going haywire.
Yeah, hold on.
Take your time, man. Connor Adams' jumper is pure. And again, these Bulldogs are fighting. And that's an offensive foul on Freeney. Another illegal screen in this game. And they're not going to show the replay of that. They're going to show some nice little passes from Duke, which they've been doing a lot of that. The Brotherhood playing like the Brotherhood. As Cat James, the senior, former starter for this Blue Devils team that made it here last season, but unfortunately fell in an absolute slugfest versus Oklahoma. DJ Parker patrolling that line. Gomez Saxa 3-ball. Missed again.
That was risky. Yes, they have done others 3 points before, but now it's risky.
And Cat James misses the turnaround J from there. Coach, it sounds like you're back on. Everything all right there?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I hope I'm good. Being on phone with Discord, it's not the easiest.
Connor Adams, I think, heard you too. He pointed at somebody after he made that little hook shot. Madigan.
6-point game. Gonzaga's been able to get back in this game.
Yep. And I mean, listen, Duke is starting to go cold a little bit. Hang on. Connor Adams, dunk it.
Boom.
Strong take by the Ohio kid. Karolinko. All of a sudden, Gonzaga's within 4. And Karolinko, what is he doing?
I don't know. That was really weird. What happened?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
It's a 2-point game after Elijah Gomez sacks a flush.
Can you imagine if these costly turnovers, Gonzaga wins the game because of that?
And another
Oh, my
near
goodness.
turnover. Kerr.
I'm still shocked when that happens. With ankle in the middle.
Oh my goodness, what a hard foul there. Jeez.
I was gonna say something, but I just get shocked as you're shocked. What the heck is going on?
My apologies. I'll keep quiet as White Mediger takes these free throws.
Son versus Ron. Who will win?
So far, the Sun has been ready for this moment. He's done an excellent job so far handling the point guard duties for the Blue Devils. And Caleb Hammer stripped. Mustafa Mole draws the foul, and he will head to the line. Excuse me, that was Rex Renegade. That was stripped. Sometimes hard to tell between the two. They look very similar. And Mustafa Mole was actually the starting point guard of this team last year. But then in came Anthony Wilson III. And Coach Mario said, listen, Anthony Wilson III is a serious ball player, and so is Wyatt Mediger. If you want to stay on this team, you'll have to play six-man, and he agreed.
And now we're 5 points in a 5-point difference. 7 minutes away. What do you guys think will happen?
Oh my God. Jordan Hightown with an absolutely weak attempt right there. Got absolutely blown up. As Duke looking to capitalize on this. Cat James, what is Jordan Hightown doing?
That's a very good question. You question it. Everyone who's watching is questioning it.
Oh man. Patrick Vincent. And that's turned over. This Blue Devils team knows all about active hands and clogging up the passing lanes. Madigan to Freeney, and that was nearly turned over. Lucky recovery. Cat James deep 2, no. Rebounded by Renegade. Here comes Gonzaga. DJ Parker. 6.5 minutes left until we see who of these 4 will make the national championship first. Parker, 3-ball, no, but rebounded by Jordan Hightown, and he's going to get it in over Bozo Cooper.
Now it's a bit more than 5 minutes and a 5-point difference.
Mustafa, Freeney, gonna wait for somebody to get open.
So, coaches, what do you think Gonzaga needs to do if he chooses to win? And what does Duke has to do if they want a victory so far?
You can go first if you'd like, Coach.
Well, they just need to continue getting those, with Duke, they need to continue getting those big shots up, and their defense has just been outstanding with getting the turnovers. And with Gonzaga, they just got to get the ball moving more and just got to get more open on the 3-point line.
Well, with that being said, I do agree. With that said, I don't know if you really emphasize this, but with Gonzaga, they need to stop turning the ball over, and they've actually gone pretty cold from 3 this half, so they need to find their mojo again from deep, because that's their bread and butter. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And so far, they've been dying by the 3 this half. But with Duke, it's just all about keeping it clean, keeping things simple. And that's some simple ball right there. Great movement by the Blue Devils. Anthony Wilson III on that deep 2. As Gonzaga tried to catch him off guard with some more full court pressure, it did not work at all. Here's Gomez Saxon. A little over 5 minutes to go. Otis West, 3-ball, missed.
And again, the point is proven that Gonzaga's 3-pointer in this half hasn't been effective at all.
It's been lacking. And Wilson the third is just filling it up on his old coach.
10-point difference in less than 5 minutes.
Patrick Vincent from the corner. He's going to feed Connor Adams. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
And missed.
he said, "Get that out of here."
What a play by Karolenko. And here's Stewart. Mustafa Mole. Corner three. Missed. Duke is knocking on the door, you know. They're knocking on the door of getting to the national championship game. Otis West. Oh, what a take.
Almost thought that was going to get blocked. But Duke was coming in hot.
Absolutely coming in hot. Mole. Karolenko. Wilson the third with a three. No. Ambitious, though. And all of a sudden, both teams can't make a three-point shot. Adams. That's not a foul. Well, he got it in. 6-point game.
Does Gonzaga have enough time to try to tie up this game?
Definitely enough time. But it's all about getting Duke to play not their ball. Anthony Wilson the third headed to the line for an and one opportunity. What a take.
Duke is just playing outstanding tonight.
Could this team win it all? They very well could. And here we go once again.
tunnel.
This Blue Devils team relentless on the defensive end. And they'll barely get it over. Archduke Smith, jumper. They need to get Archduke Smith going, by the way. He's been too quiet this game. But how will they do that? Duke has been playing such great defense. It's been hard for them to figure out how to get him the ball. Mediger, jumper, it goes. 3 minutes to go. Duke looking like they could be playing for the crown. Gomez Saxa. Smith, jumper, missed.
And just think about with Duke and the turnaround season they had, you know, from last season being a 9 seed, making it all the way to the Final Four, from this season to be a 1 seed and actually making the championship.
Absolutely. It's been incredible. With that said, your line kind of cut out at the near the end. Mediger absolutely swatted. Great defense by Gonzaga. And they need points quick. They need to hurry. Hammer. Gomez Saxa. 3 ball. They needed that. It ain't over until it's over. Mediger. And Duke needs to respond. And draws the foul on DJ Parker. Big free throws coming up for Wyatt Mediger.
So many fouls in this game. That ref has just been eating his whistle up.
Oh my goodness.
The ref at this point is going to need a new whistle for the next game. Wyatt Mediger sinks the first one. That's another big thing, by the way. Duke has been rather clinical from the charity stripe. It has helped them massively. And here comes a double again. Another turnover.
Oh,
and another
no.
foul.
Oh no.
This is crazy. Kevin, how is your voice tonight?
How do I what?
How's your voice tonight?
How is?
I think you need to start singing.
Oh, that's right. We forgot. We forgot you anointed yourself as the fat lady.
Well, give me a couple seconds. Just got to warm up my voice. Been a while.
Warm it up, warm it up.
Gonzaga on the fringes here. Less than 2 minutes to go. They're down by 10. They need points now, but they're not going to get them like this.
Oh,
Stewart,
no.
feed, Mediger, jumper. Oh my goodness.
no!
Yeah, I think you can start like thinking in 10 seconds.
I think before we get there, I think we got to think about the season with Gonzaga. You know, going undefeated and then just coming to this game. uh, What do you think?
It's an unfortunate end. Would
I
have
mean,
would have loved to see two undefeated teams play for the national title. That would have been history on its own. But with that said, Duke has been the most deserving. They've played lights out.
Oh, na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
It's all but wrapped up. As
another foul.
now, with that said, before we start singing the praises for Duke, you got to think about this Gonzaga team and who they're losing. Caleb Hammer, Archduke Smith, Patrick Vincent, and some of the guys that you don't know, Archie Nino, longtime program guy, glue guy for Coach Mediger.
I mean, let's think about this. They're all 1 seeds. Whoever loses in the final four will be devastating because there's so many good teams that whoever wins and whoever loses, they all deserve to win because they both played amazing throughout the whole tournament.
I mean, that's the case regardless of what seeds make it. You know, you made it to the Final Four, you're going to be considered one of the best teams in America, regardless of, well, how you performed in the season.
I know.
And
Also,
I
let's
mean,
remember.
do you think you consider Gonzaga the next Purdue? You know, so
thing is, with Purdue, they haven't made a Final Four since 1980, so they're better than Purdue. With that said, it is a bit of a shame that they still haven't found a way to win a national title.
Who
does
knows? Maybe
Duke
next
have
year.
any?
Hard to see. And is that DeAndre Markel coming out? Might as well give run to DeAndre Markel on an actively healing torn Achilles. He takes a jumper.
No.
Oh my gosh. DeAndre
What in the
Markel,
world?
with a torn Achilles and all, has chance to get points. That should not be happening. Oh my days. And he missed the...
Oh Jesus! Question for you: does Duke have any players going into the draft, or they're all coming back?
Oh, DeAndre Markel got a point somehow. No, listen. Some of my family is going to the league. Des Zelikoff from Northwestern is. Orlando Stewart from Auburn is. Travis Stewart from Illinois is too.
What happens?
We're just talking about players from the family tree going from college to the pros. As Gonzaga gets a turnover there, but at that point, they couldn't even do anything with that. Cat James layup and missed.
So, but Duke doesn't have any players in the draft right now, or?
Right now, no. I mean, Cat James is going to play pro at somewhere. I don't know if it's the NBA, but he's going to play pro somewhere. I mean, Duke is a young team. They've got so much left. Cat James, don't do that. That's disrespectful. But here we go. Let's sing the praises for Coach Mario and this Blue Devils team. The Brotherhood is back in the national championship.
Who would have thought a turnaround season for Duke? Just amazing.
Let's see who Duke plays in the national
championship game. I think we're jumping too soon on this. We still got to sing Duke's praises, specifically Kristaps Kirilenko. What a performance he had. Yeah, he had some questionable moments on the floor, but overall he was very, very solid.
There was one which we still don't understand what happened there.
In what sense?
With Kirilenko in the middle of the field. I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, his dribbling is not the best, but listen.
But he has had an amazing game. I think he was top scorer for Duke. I don't remember.
No.
Who was it? Parker?
It was Wyatt Madiger.
Oh, man.
Parker plays for Gonzaga, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Parker was top scorer for Gonzaga.
We'll fact check that real quick because I don't remember. Is that the case? Yes, by 1 point. At 14 points, Connor Adams at 13, Caleb Hammer at 7, Archduke Smith at 6. Listen, we'll give credit where credit is due. Duke played some amazing defense today. Amazing defense. And Wyatt Madiger at 24 points. That is gotta hurt for Coach Madiger. His own son dropped 24 and knocked him out in the Final Four.
It's gonna be hard, but I'm sure he's also gonna be proud of his son.
Mixed feelings for sure. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet for Gonzaga's head coach as he now faces another offseason to try and shore up this roster. We'll see how Gonzaga's looking next year, especially with knowing that, well, to put it simply, they're going to have some better competition as I think we expect St. Mary's to make a big, giant leap forward. But congrats to Duke for making it back to the national title game. Up next in a little bit, 1 seed Alabama versus 1 seed Iowa.
No. What the heck is this? Next game.
Okay, go ahead. Hype it up. Let's go. Come on.
I think I need some drums. Some drum roll, please, for this next game.
Okay.
Next game coming. Iowa versus Alabama.
Said it wrong. Alabama versus Iowa.
I don't care. Alabama versus Iowa. Coach Killen versus Coach Zelikov. Both of them are commentating. It's the game of the day with the coaches of the day.
We got to work on our professionalism. We're going to have an off season to do that.
No, I don't care about professionalism. You know that.
I know. With that said, once
you're here for professionalism and to make people asleep, and I'm here to entertain them and make them be here. Cause look, how many people did you gather?
Wow.
1.
Okay. 1. Wow. You're throwing shade like that on the stream? That's disrespectful.
Oh, that's disrespectful. Oh, poor you. Sniff.
You're such an asshole.
What do you call me? Not cute as you can, but everyone see here. This is all friendly, playful.
This is all friendly, playful banter.
Exactly.
The disclaimer, yeah. But anyways, we'll be back for the next game. Stay tuned for the final score post for this one, and then we'll shortly get going with the second to last game of the season.
Let's see who cries. Who of the coaches will cry live on the next game?
Oh man. We'll see you in a little bit, fellas. Stay tuned.